all of these things together can make for some really tough times in relationships. So I think, being clear about your desires, not only whether they're reasonable and reachable, but is that the thing that's really driving you? Desperation, of course, a lot of financial aspect to that, but there's also the emotional aspect to it. I mean, do you need to be in a relationship so much that you allow your common sense and good judgment just to fly out the window? And that, of course, bleeds over a little bit into the whole delusion thing. Self-delusion, whether the other person is suffering from a delusion about you, whether you're suffering from delusion or self-delusion about them. And of course there's the delusion with intent, which is deception. And of course that's just bad all the way around. And same thing, you don't want it to go so far where you're actually deceiving yourself about the reality of who you are, what you're about, what you want, and how you view the other person or how they treat you. Are they intentionally deceiving you? Are they intentionally practicing deception in order to get a reward of some kind? Almost always a financial gain for you guys that are going to third world countries looking for partners. I mean, this is not a thing that's exclusive to the Philippines. You got most of Southeast Asia. A lot of Central and South America are the same. So I think it's something, if you're coming here, you're looking for a relationship, or you're going to another country looking for a relationship, you've got to be really clear about these points in your own mind. Now, how long does it take if you come here and you meet someone and you actually have face-to-face time? I don't count the things like the dating sites and Facebook for much. I mean, you could exchange some information, some ideas. They can be a real advantage if you're already in country, because then you can set up a meeting with someone, usually within a couple of days, and actually go and have some face-to-face time with them. Because until you mix the pheromones, you see what kind of chemistry is really there. Talking to a bunch of photons on a screen, or photons that are emitted from the screen when you're chatting and texting, doesn't really count for a whole lot, because you don't really know who the person is you're talking to. I mean, for all you know, if you're a guy, it could be a 35-year-old guy and he's got the whole scam set up and he's going to start hammering you for money. Now, he's got some pictures he downloaded off the web or from his cousin or his sister or something like that, and you think she's just the hottest thing that ever walked the planet, and it's not a woman at all. So it's kind of one of the scam things you got to watch out for. But how long does it really take from the time you first meet someone till you're willing to commit to at least finding out if you have a chance to have a real relationship? Well, that's an almost impossible question to answer because it depends so much on the people involved. I favor jumping in. I'm a bit of a romantic idealist, so I'm willing to take that chance and jump right in to an exclusive one-on-one relationship and see where it goes. Sometimes they last for 2 hours. I mean, I've had some pretty bizarre experiences. And I know a couple of people have asked me things like, well, you've been here for 3.5 years. How come you're not in a relationship with someone? And I say, it's not, I can say now, it's not easy to fulfill those requirements that I have. I mean, Henry, I think, is a great guy. We've never met personally. And he, until just recently, has been chasing a unicorn, essentially, for a large period of time that he's been in the Philippines. Well, my unicorn is someone who wants to live on my boat with me. That right away discounts probably 90%, or it doesn't discount, it dismisses 90% of the women I've ever met, because that's such a foreign concept to Filipinas. They just say no automatically. Just had that recent experience with one that I met. I thought she was great, but sat there in the living room with her mother, and her mother must have recited 6 times in a row, living on boat, no good. So I knew where that relationship was going to go, which was nowhere. So I just terminated it. Recently, I've been in and out of a relationship with a woman that I really like, and she's living on the boat with me now. So we're still feeling each other out. Hopefully things will continue to progress in a positive fashion. Kind of a small thing to add, and I've never tried to delude or deceive the women that I've met. I try to be very upfront, very clear with what it is that I want. Now, culture and language can make it sometimes difficult to get these concepts across to someone. But I always tell them, my primary thing is I want someone that wants me, and someone who can prove to me that they want me, that they want to be with me. I mean, living on the boat is part of it, but me is the primary part of it. Anyway, I hope this gives you all something to think about. If you want to add your own D's or any other letter of the alphabet in the comments section, please feel free. Agree, disagree, whatever. That's what the comments section is for. Any information that people provide is always of a value to other people who are watching the videos and reading the comments section. I mean, I've gotten a lot of great information from reading comments from the people that didn't make the videos. So, contributions are always welcome and looked forward to. So, that's it